Hello, welcome to Affidavit TV. Thank you for stopping by my channel to watch my videos. If you're new to my channel, please hit the subscribe button so that you'll be alerted whenever I drop a new video. But if you've been coming here and you haven't ever subscribed, please subscribe. Guys, today I'm going to talk to you about DV2023. Yay! So congratulations to all the DV2023 selectees. I'm talking about those of you who were selected this year on May 8th. All right. So today I'm going to give you a brief overview of the whole process because some of you are wondering like what is going on. It's boring now. Like what's up? And how is the entire process going to go? You have a lot of questions. I'm just going to give you a brief summary of the entire process. If this is your first time that you're hearing about the green card lottery, or this is your first time that you're winning and you want to know more about the process so you know what to expect, then stick around. All right. So the first part obviously is you finding out that you have been selected, and congratulations to you. I am so excited for you guys, but let's move on to the next phase of the whole process. The next phase will be submitting your DS260 application. The DS260 application is the immigrant visa application and alien registration application. All right, so it's your immigrant visa application and an alien resident registration. So both of it together. So one of them, the DS260 fulfills the requirement for your visa application and the requirement for a green card application. So both of it together makes the DS260 application. And this is a form that is filled by all immigrant visa applicants. So DV lottery selectees, it is not just you, but other immigrant visa applicants use the same form. All right. So on the DS260 application, you are supposed to provide all the necessary information about you, your background, your educational background, your family, when it comes to your parents, your spouse, your children, all of that information on your DS260 application. And then there's a background information about your security, medical history, other miscellaneous stuff. All right. When you're done, you submit your DS260. If you're a couple or you are traveling with accompanying eligible family member, then you need to fill another DS260 application, add them as an applicant on the application and provide their information just like you did on yours. All right, and when you're done, you submit that too. So you're going to submit for yourself and the eligible accompanying family member. When I say eligible accompanying family member, I'm talking about your spouses and your children who are under the age of 21. So if any of these people, you have them on your in your life and they're coming with you, then you need to fill the DS260 application for them too. But if you have an eligible family member who is not going to interview with you and they're not going to get visa right now with you, then you don't have to fill a DS260 application for them. But you must declare them on your DS260 application, okay? So after you have submitted your DS260 application, now it's a waiting game. It's a waiting game, y'all. Because guys, previously, after you have submitted your DS260, the next phase was just for you to prepare your supporting documents, for KCC to reach out to you and ask you to submit your supporting documents. But at the moment, that has been removed. It was removed last year towards October, November for those who were in DV2022. So at this point, supporting documentations are not required, all right? So this is the phase for you to just gather your documents and keep them because you'll be taking them to the interview. So all the documents that were required for supporting documents, you need to gather them and take them to the interview with you on your interview day. All right. So that's why it seems like you guys are going through a boring phase, which is you have submitted your DS260 application and now you're like, and you're looking at the time, you're like, when are they gonna get to us? When are they gonna, you keep looking at your time. Guys, this is why, because the supporting documents phase has been removed. That's why it feels boring to you. But guys, this is a very important period for you to relax, to work on the documents that you need to get together, so that when you get scheduled for an interview, you will not be panicking and now looking for documents that you should have collected long time ago. Okay. So in the meantime, whilst you're waiting, please get your marriage certificate. If you're married, go and find it. If you've been divorced before, go and find your divorce decree. If you haven't received your secondary school or senior high school certificate, you never collected it after graduation. I know some of my schoolmates in senior high school, after graduation, they never went back to collect their documents. Please go and collect it if you haven't. If whatever reason why you haven't gone to collect your school certificate, go collect it. If your school certificate is missing, reach out to the examination council in your country that is responsible for your senior high school or secondary school examination. Reach out to them and see if you can get another copy of your document, because guys, you will not be the first person to have lost their certificate. Okay. So aside taking care of your school certificates, your birth certificate, if there's an issue with your name, your date of birth somewhere, please make sure you fix that, you resolve that issue. If your birth certificate is missing, go get a new one. If your country, the birth certificates have been changed, then please go get another one. I will talk about birth certificate in another video, because that was a question that somebody brought up, but let's move on to the next part. All right. So after you're getting all your documents together, then now you're just waiting for your interview day. Also, one thing to remember is that if you are going to apply for the visa with your eligible family member, then make sure that you are also getting their documentation. So as you're getting your birth certificate, if you're going to immigrate with your spouse, get their birth certificate too. If you're going to immigrate with your children, get your children's birth certificate. Make sure that your passports are up to date, they are not expired, or they are not almost expiring. Okay, we know that this whole process is going to go through all the way from this time till September 30th next year. And I'm talking to you, DV2023. So if you know your passport is going to expire anytime soon, then please work on it, get it renewed, okay? But keep the current one, keep your old passport, but renew it so that when your interview day, you will take both of them to the interview, all right? The other thing is that some of you, depending on where you're going for your interview, you might need Affidavit of Support, which is a sponsor. Okay, some people have been wondering, it's like sponsor my host and sponsor. Please sponsor and host, they're two different people. All right, they could be the same person, but it means different things. Sponsor is someone who is using their financial document to sponsor you, to tell the U.S. government that you are not going to be a public charge. Okay, the sponsor, your sponsor uses their financial document to meet the public charge requirement. This is something that some embassies are very particular about. So if your embassy requires you to get that, please work on it now. Don't wait until you have interview before you start, like running around trying to get this documentation. All right. If your embassy doesn't require it, then you don't have to stress. Okay. All right. So in the meantime, what you'll be doing, aside gathering your documents, you'll be paying attention to the visa bulletin. If this is your first time that you're hearing about the visa bulletin, let me give you a brief summary, okay? So visa bulletin, as it pertains to DV lottery, is that every month around the 11th and the 15th, they publish a visa bulletin ahead of time, not for that month, but for the next month. So the visa bulletin will show you the cutoff point for the case numbers. So the cutoff point will indicate that, hey, if this is the cutoff point, all the cases that are below this, your cases are current for processing. All right. But some people, their case will be ready for processing, but they have not submitted their DSCC. If you haven't submitted it, how are they going to process it? Does that make sense? So make sure that you submit your DSCC so that when your cutoff point becomes current, your case number becomes current, then it will be ready for processing, okay? So every month they allocate this number of visas available for those cutoff points. That is what the visa bulletin means. It means that they have allocated made visas available for that number, Okay, so if the cutoff point is 1,000, that means that all the people with case numbers below 1,000, depending on the particular region that they are referring to, then your case is current. That means that they've released visas, made visas available for the cutoff point. Okay. All right, so like I said, you have to monitor the visa bulletin, and I'll be making videos about that when that part of the journey begins. Okay, so those of you who are DV 2023, somewhere in September, begin to look out for the visa bulletin. Okay, begin to prepare yourself to see the visa bulletin for your fiscal year. Okay, like I said, be on the lookout for changes that are going to happen, because guys, we cannot always predict. I mean, in the past few years, a lot of curveballs have been thrown at us about the process. Today something is happening, the next time is not happening. So you have to be proactive. You have to be on top of your game, staying updated about what is going on, so that when any changes happens and you need to make a move, you can make the move. You don't want to be the last one to find out that this is what is happening and everybody has made the decision and you are the last person to find out. All right. The other thing is that save money, guys. If you're a winner, let me tell you, applying for the Lulu is free, but after you have applied and you have won, and this part, that is where the money is going to come in. You'll be paying for your visa fee, which is $330 per person. So that means that whoever that you're going to the interview to also get the visa, your eligible family member. So if you and your spouse are going to get the visa, then remember that you'll be paying $330 for you, and then you pay $330 for your spouses too. If you have children, you just multiply by all the number of people on the application. All right, so prepare with your money, budget for this. Remember that your medicals too is going to cost you some money, so you have to get that money ready. Your green card fee, after your visa have been approved, you pay $220 per person for green card processing fee. So you need to make that money ready. And then of course your plane ticket. Okay, guys. Now most airlines, if your child is 2 years or older, they're going to pay the full price. They're going to pay the same price as an adult. All right. So those of you who have, children that you plan on going for interview and getting the visa with them, then you have to budget for that. All right. But guys, please stay tuned. Subscribe to my channel. Turn on the notification bell so that whenever I make a video, I drop a video, you can be notified, because you don't want to be the last one to find out that something was happening, but everybody has already made their decision. All right, this is like the best advice I can give to you guys. But guys, follow me on Facebook, Ofoy TV. Follow me on TikTok, Ikia Ofoy. But guys, thank you so much for sticking around watching this video. I'll be making more video as time progresses on. I love you guys. God be with you, and I'll see you on my next video. Bye bye.